You're just going crazy, crazy, I tell you. Hey kids.
Okay.
Congratulations, pal. Hole in one. That's not bad. Hey, Isa. Hey, Tay. Poor little Noah's sick. It's so rare for him to be out of action. Yeah, he got up and said, Daddy, I don't want to go to school today. I don't feel well. For him to say that, he never says he doesn't want to go to school. They've started to redo it. That looks better, hey? Yeah, it looks much better. It looks better than the pen.
Massive difference.
It's going to cost us extra?
No.
For real?
Yeah, she's happy to fix it.
Sweet, okay. That's very kind of her. I've got a letter, and it's not from a lawyer. I am writing to request for mentorship under your esteemed leadership and gift to mankind. Aww, good start.
Good planning.
All right, I need to just... So did you see what Kristen did? What's what we expect?
Set the bar beautifully.
Yeah, every video has to be like that. Yeah, no pressure. What's this? Hey, what are we doing, kids?
Planning!
Oh my God, we're planning shit! Creating the future in advance.
Well, welcome everyone to quarter one planning meeting.
Thank you.
First quarterly of the year.
Is this going to be the best quarterly planning ever?
Let's go around the room and share our positive focuses.
I'm going to be a little bit selfish and go for a couple. Noah broke his record this morning and slept till 7:20 a.m. I was literally standing outside of his door at like 7:15 going, do I fucking go in there? Is he alive? My second shazabangabang is actually having a day off. I took Monday off. First day off in I think it was almost 7 weeks. I'm actually stunned at how much I've rebounded just from one day off. Like I feel so fucking good. I feel like I'm ready for another 7 weeks.
Alrighty, so our purpose is helping business owners succeed.
Did we change that? We changed that to helping people, didn't we, at the end?
We didn't, but it was
It's on the table and it's feeling more and more like we are going in that direction.
That's what we're already doing.
Exactly, like we're living that. I think that purpose sits on our current mission. It sits. But the more I think about it, the more I'm going helping people. And the cool thing is we can now talk about it for the next 2 years with the K2 Elite so that they can see it's not something we're just going to wake up and change our purpose. Our whole goal with Mission to Mars is to get K2 Elite to a point where it's 600 and then colonisation, which is, okay, we've now got a colony here. We now need to be putting colonies in Canada, a colony in the US. It just got all... Ooh. Well, hang on. Why are we even thinking about our next mission when we haven't completed the mission that's right in front of us? And what a great way to distract ourselves than by starting on a mission that is not at this point relevant. I think we should start throwing ideas around, but not too much focus. Yeah, there's been times in the last couple of months where I haven't been open and honest because I've been concerned of other people's feelings as well, which is, I know it's not normally like me. But no, I do, yeah, I just have, there's been situations where I've just felt like some people are a little bit sensitive and I can't communicate in my normal style, which means that I hold back, and for me it's very uncomfortable. My goal whenever I'm giving feedback is never to make someone wrong, it's just to ensure that there's an understanding taking place and there's a level of responsibility. And this is the challenge, and this is where I have to learn how to navigate this well. I can't function in an environment where people don't take responsibility because it literally fucks with my head. And I start getting angry internally and then it all goes pear-shaped. And so for me, it's not even about the apology, it's just the ability for someone to go, okay, fuck, I own that. I'll make sure it won't happen again. I think it comes back to us just as a collective checking our egos at the door and taking feedback for what it is and not feeling the need to defend, deflect, distort, rather sit in the feedback and go, okay, what's true about this? But I think also the challenge has been presented now that I'm more aware of as a result of that conversation we had when the vlog didn't go live, is I think sometimes now people, their ego's a little bit more on edge because now we know, fuck, this could make tomorrow's vlog. But I honestly, personally, I love the level of accountability that being on camera, forces you to have. And I just think poses a great opportunity for us to just, look at our own development, because if we're not willing to sit in things that make us uncomfortable, then it's going to be really hard to progress to another level for all of us.
We are family. I feel like you're all family.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I love you guys. Because someone said to me the same thing, like, don't you have friends? And I'm like, yeah, I got lots of friends. And when do you see them? I was like, every day. I was like, for real. Like, I honestly don't feel like anything's missing from my life right now. I even had that conversation with Kristen this morning. She's like, you need to get out and, spend some time with your mates. I'm like, but I am. Like, you guys are literally my family. And yeah, I just don't feel like anything's missing. And I just want to take this opportunity again to acknowledge the level of detail and the information. I just feel so honoured to have you working with us, Isa. Like, I've always wanted to have someone like by my side that was just an absolute fucking ninja when it came to the numbers. So yeah, thank you. Oh shit, I guess we need to make that decision now, don't we? I feel pressure. Pressure's not pressure to a champion, it's an opportunity to perform. Let's take that offline, let's discuss it in the next monthly.
Alright, the time is 12:45. Let's be back here ready to roll by 1:45.
What is this?
Yeah, I know.
Does anybody know what it is? This is the first time I've ever sat here. Video's going viral. It's so hard to get a viral video these days.
Alright, so one thing that we do every month when we have family lunch is that we do our WOWZER Awards.
So when you're thinking about someone to nominate, you just want to think about someone that can like take it somewhere.
Okay. My nomination is
Again, I did vote.
The ultimate accountant celebration.
Evelyn, my nomination. For every single value on the wall, when I started K-Day, through all of that, you were there. Every morning that I would get here, you were here. Every time that I would stay back, you were here. Every day that I would say I'm too tired to come into work, or I'll get that morning, you were here. You were always here. You never stopped, and it was the most incredible thing, because I'm going at home going, I've got nothing left to give, I've got nothing left to give. And Evelyn was just never stopping giving. And like, fuck man, you inspired me so much through that. I feel like, yeah, Quantum Leap, as Cohen loves to say, it was like watching you get reborn. Incredible. Blew my mind. So, fuck.
Here. Yeah. Well said. I gotta say, it's getting harder and harder every time, because there's so many people that I want to acknowledge. There's so many people that I want to thank. And you know.
Go last?
Sure.
Oh no! Sorry, no, just you always
No,
go last.
okay, I'll go
so
last.
I was just not realising if you knew I hadn't gone yet.
No, you go.
Now I feel weird about going. It's for Evelyn.
Take two. There's always so many people to thank. But yeah, like it is really hard, like, because all of you just work so hard, all of you just bring so much to the table, and all of you just continually give it, you know, exceeding levels of what you gave at before. And you know, there's so much development in this room. It's crazy when I think about, you know, whether you guys have been here for a couple of weeks or whether you've been here, you know, in some cases for a couple of years. Like, I pay attention to where people start, and I pay attention to the milestones that they achieve. And you know, there's been so many people who've hit so many different milestones, and yeah, I'm just so in awe to be surrounded by a group of people who are so committed to their own growth, you know, as an individual, because they see that the impact it makes to the collective. And by the collective, I'm not just talking about us, I'm talking about, you know, humanity at large and everything we do. And I was saying to the team earlier today, like, I've been saying for the last 18, 20 years that I want to change the world. And it went from I want to change the world, and in the last kind of 18 months, but really in the last 6 months, it's gone from I am changing the world. We are changing the world. And the level of certainty that we can say that with now is like nothing else. There's not many organisations on the planet that have the privilege to be able to touch people's lives in a way where, you know, we save people's lives, we save people's marriages, we save people's businesses, you know, we save people from, in some cases, you know, torment and pain in their own demons. And so to be able to do this and do what we do at the level that we do with such a committed group of individuals, I just want to say thank you. So whether I acknowledge you or whether I acknowledge you or not, whether you get nominated or not by me today, that's irrelevant. You're all acknowledged, you're all nominated just by being here, because you're just fucking incredible human beings, and for that I'm very grateful. But if I had to choose, my favourites of the month, no, there's no favourites, but if there were, the first person that I want to acknowledge is Raj. The way you picked up Instagram, and the way you didn't just improve on Instagram, you fucking dominated on the design on Instagram. My second acknowledgement goes to Evie. someone came to me and goes, you do know that Evie's been working like 14 days straight, weekends and everything else. And I was just like, fuck. But the way that you did it with humility, without any fanfare, without any of this, well, look at me, look how hard I'm working. You just got in there and did that. And for me, that's leadership, because leadership is not about looking for the attention for what we do. It's about just fucking doing it, because the cause is greater than the acknowledgement. The cause is greater than the nomination. The cause is greater than just being seen, you know, to be working harder than many other people do. You just fucking did it because it's what you wanted for yourself. And so I truly honour you, and I honour your spirit. I honour the goddess in you, the singer in you, but just that divine being in you that just really has been shining. So congratulations. And last but not least, Timmy! Honestly, and I know it's always so hard, but I'm actually surprised that you haven't got more nominations. If there's one thing I wish that would have done more, was document Matthias's journey in his role here, to be able to, you know, map and essentially be able to reflect on the trajectory that he's come on from where he started. But to see the development that you've had in the last, how long has KD been going now? Nearly a month. But you just got this element of, yeah, I've got this now. Whereas before it was almost like you were kind of like, yeah, I think I do. Whereas now it's I look at you and I go, yeah, he's got it. He's got it. Everyone should be proud of the man that you are becoming, and I think it's an honour to be in your presence, dude. So congratulations. Oh, you're welcome. And the winner is... Speech!
Oh God, this is crazy. I just love every single one of you guys. This is literally like my second family. And I just personally think I'm super grateful that I've got this, but I really think everyone actually deserves this month. I wouldn't be able to grow like I have if it wasn't for this team in front of me. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Yeah!
We have 15 minutes overtime.
Back.
I go through, yeah, that's what I do.
Every week you go through them. You don't miss
Not
one.
every week, I have had
Okay,
this
you just said, yeah, I go through them.
Yeah, I do.
And this is where you, Mickey, I'm going to start holding you very high counter accuracy, because little mistakes end up being big mistakes.
So let's keep moving through this, guys, because it's a great conversation, but let's keep rolling through. It would be a tick if everyone's been doing it.
Yay!
So it's a tick! That's also a tick.
Yay! Who put these numbers together?
So I did.
Okay, cut to the chase.
All right.
So is that not one tick for the quarter for sales?
Outside of rec numbers, no.
I think we should give events and Meryn higher energy.
Yeah!
Let's go!
Okay.
Sorry for putting sales before you. Show them how it's done, Mez.
It was Venny's contract 2 months in advance. That's a 10.
Yeah!
It's a 10.
Yeah!
That was a 10.
Yeah! Is that all events? Is that events done?
That's a 10.
Yeah! How does it feel, Mez? How does it feel?
It's great.
Tell Eric.
It's great.
Hang on, I just want to say, I look forward to the day where that's sales, because it's going to come.
Me too.
It's going to come. You know, once we get through this, like, we're going to be like the best in the world.
We're doing it. Complete marketing independence.
It's a tick!
Yeah!
It's a tick!
Oh my God! This is what it feels like, Eric.
Guess what? It's a
Oh, stop it! Eric's listening. You're just going crazy, crazy! I tell you. Tick epidemic. There's ticks everywhere. So we're in our planning meeting, and I'm just getting the kudos. Because I've been more active on Instagram and Snapchat, but I've got to tell you, Instagram, you and me, like, we've been getting, Is that creepy?
Why is your department doing so?
Eric, I was just curious, like coming out of planning, how's sales going? Seriously, come on. Don't make this be a one-way street. Come on.
You'll get him next quarter, Eric. You'll get him next quarter.
You are freaking me out right now. I would literally eat sugar raw, like with a spoon. And suck on it. I'd get like a tablespoon, put it in my mouth and just go. I'm surprised I've got teeth. Can anyone tell me what this is?
No, we haven't opened it. It's heavy.
What? Well, this could be anything. It's the sound panels.
Oh, for here.
Yeah. I should have been a private investigator. I've always thought about going rogue. Like if my life fell apart, like just turning into like a mercenary. I don't know, if I ever just became lost and angry, I'd just go and save kids from sex slavery and hurt bad people.
Alright, so jumping into discussion items.
Oh, discussion items. But it's also knowing how to schedule. Like, again, the time where I want you to be gangbusters is when I have Noah. Like, that has to be protected. But the time that I don't have Noah, bust my ass, bust my balls. Like, tell me that I have to come in fucking early. Tell me I have to go in late. Like, tell me to get a fucking hotel. Like, I don't care. I'll do it. I will fucking do it.
Permission given.
I just, again, my only concern is, because this has kind of happened a couple of years ago, it kind of happens in seasons where it gets to the point where I sacrifice so much, I end up with so little, that it ends up becoming unhealthy. Yeah. I just need one person who can't be me, who's being objective, looking out for me. Because I know me, I'll get to the point where I just don't take myself into consideration and I put everyone else first. And I need one person at least, because that was Kristen, and now that she's not there. Yeah. My point being, I just need one person who's out for me, just to make sure I'm being protected. And that kind of leads into my second point, which is your leadership development. Are you open for a conversation on that?
Yeah.
The only piece of feedback that I could give you, and it's only intuitive, which is how do you demonstrate regulation in front of your team? Because I know you do, in the past you've had challenges where you do get triggered for, in some cases for very good reasons, but my question has always been, when you're triggered, do your team see that? And because if they observe that, then my question would be, what is the impact of that you're perhaps not aware of?
It's something to be mindful of, yeah.
And that's all I wanted to say. From a leadership perspective, it's just that emotional stability is what's critical for trust. And if we can't demonstrate that emotional stability at a high level, then that could be one challenge that you might experience at some point. I thought I already communicated this, and I apologise if it hadn't come across clear. I'm happy to get pushed back for to take a priority, because right now is more on purpose with current mission, and is going to fall into kind of like the 2030 mission. Yeah, I don't know. I just trust it's all going to work out. Okay. Like, I really do. Okay, final thoughts. Two things. Number one, I'm really grateful for how open you guys are, like to the conversations that we have and the things that we bring up and the topics that we discuss and the way that we discuss them. And secondly, I'm just really grateful for your understanding, because I know I'm not perfect and I don't always show up as the best version of myself. But sometimes I get worried that, my old stuff comes back, that will people like me for who I am? And sometimes when I show up as I am, I sometimes worry if I'm going to offend someone or, polarize someone. And the fact that you guys are so understanding, it's really comfortable. It's really comforting. And that's why we are family. So thank you so much for being so understanding.
I love you.
Thank you.
Now get the fuck out of here.
I'm out of here.
Oh, you fuck.
Bye, Felicia. But I always come back to, we have a very, very, very boutique culture. It's not the norm. It's completely unusual. We're like that set of shoes that I think one person in a million, it fits. And the people that don't fit, they work out really fast.